everyone, my name is Kelly and welcome to the Shields Fields. How are you today? It is such a beautiful day outside. Today, I am going to take you on a garden tour so you can see everything that's growing in my small 7B backyard. So, without further ado, let me show you everything that's growing. We're also going to harvest a few things. Everything is bloomed. Everything is alive. You can see some things that's going on in the garden right now. Just a few things. That's just a sneak peek. But I'm gonna take you in so that you can take a closer look. So come on, let me show you. I think let's start with the teas. Take a look at my tea area. I do have some things up here that aren't technically considered teas, but let's get into it. This is rosemary. I grew these from seed. This is a comfrey plant. I wanted a comfrey plant so bad this year. I planted the comfrey. It did not want to germinate. Then I made up my mind I was going to go on Amazon and buy comfrey root just so that I could have a comfrey plant. And then this started to germinate. So this is the one that I grew from seed. I do know they can get very big. So I probably will need to upplant this at some point. But this has wonderful attributes with this. It's known to help with broken bones. I can use it as plant fertilizer. This is golden. Now this is my favorite tea ever. This is holy basil. First time trying to grow it this year. So looking forward to that. Now this is pony rail mint. This is not for consumption. This I bought. This I'm growing specifically for insect repellent reasons. Whenever I'm going to be out here in the garden, I'm just going to take some of this and rub it on my skin to help repel mosquitoes. It has a very strong mint scent, but it's not for culinary purposes, at least not in my household. Did you notice these little oyas that I have here? They are here to keep the soil moist so that I don't have to water it every day. I'll link this in the description below if you are interested in those. They come in different colors as well. Here is lemon balm. Did you know with lemon balm, if you just rub it in between your fingers and smell it, it has such a gorgeous lemon scent. That is my lemon balm. I've already started harvesting all of these things, by the way. Over here, I have lemon mint. And here, I have thyme. We all know what thyme is for. Great for culinary purposes. And then on this bottom row, I have choco mint, spearmint, apple mint, and again, that is the holy basil. If you take a look at this setup, I do have two tiers. That's because the back tier is on risers. I'll definitely include that in the description if you're interested in that. I got those on Amazon. And then here at the bottom here, I have them on little rollers, and I just got those from the Dollar Tree. And I will also show you how my sweet potato slips are going. Should be able to pick these sweet potato slips and set them in water so that they can start growing roots pretty soon. We're going to get started on my 5-tier GreenStalk, and we are going to start from the bottom to the top. So in this bottom row, it's pretty simple. I have 2 cabbage heads growing. I have one there and one there. And then the rest of this tier is carrots. 4 pockets of carrots growing in this bottom tier. And if we look close enough, you see the carrot growing? And then in the next row, I've already started harvesting some of this kale and collards. As you can see, started harvesting from the bottom, leaving the top row so that I can have continuous growth in my kale. Great for smoothies. So I have a kale right here, And then right next to it, I have collard, and I've also started harvesting from this one as well. Then I have a snapdragon, more kale, and more collard. And then if I go to the third row, this entire third tier is chives. It's actually, I can actually harvest some of these as well. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that today. And then if I could move up to the fourth tier, we have a stevia plant. We have an onion, a bunching onion, another bunching onion. This is dill that I am letting go to seed. Then over here, a pineapple sage. This is regular sage, snapdragon, another sage, and this was cilantro that I'm also letting go to seed. And over here we have my potatoes. I have 6 10-gallon grow bags with potatoes in it. I have 3 growing with red potatoes and 3 growing with blue potatoes. If you have not checked out that video, I'll link it down in the description so you can take a look at it. I actually go in detail of how I cured and planted the potatoes. And we actually have some flowers blooming on here, which means we have tubers. And then in this 3-tier green stalk, I have a squash growing. This will be, I believe, a starburst squash growing in here. Broccoli plant. I have sweet basil, which I harvested some of this yesterday. Purple basil. And up here are my newest babies. These are beets. 4 beets growing in my top layer. And right below that, I have some red onion, I have cinnamon basil, and I have Brussels sprouts. And look at how pretty this petunia is. She is loving her life right now. Now, you have seen this green stalk before. This is full of sweet onions. I have exactly 28 sweet onions growing in this small space and 2 snapdragons. Now take a look at how well these onions are bulbing. Let's find another one. This is a beautiful one. I have a nasturtium growing on both ends of my raised beds here. I have one here and I have one down there in this bed. Here are my banana pepper plants. You see, I have some flowering going on here, and right here it looks like I actually have a banana pepper plant growing right here. Move my finger out the way. So, judging by the amount of flowers I have here, I should have a good amount of banana peppers, which is great because I love banana peppers. And then the other one is over here hiding by my flower over here. Now, I also put a small trellis right here just because I was not aware of how big the nasturtium plants get. And I did not want it to overcrowd my banana pepper plant, just to separate them a little bit. Right here is my rainbow variety cherry tomatoes. Now, I did TP them because they were starting to lean over a little bit. I might just remove that and just stake it as they grow. And I also have some flowering on my cherry tomatoes. Some right over here, and then also some flowering right back here. So I should have some cherry tomatoes soon. Take a look at these sugar snack peas. Look at this beauty. This is my squash plant. I have one growing. I have one that I showed you in a green stalk. I just wanted to try it out to see how it would grow in there. But this is how it's growing in my raised bed. Look at how many flowers we have growing in here. Look at how much squash we have growing from this one plant. Do you see that? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 over here that's getting ready to bloom. I have 2 in the center right there, 3 in the center. And then if I go over on this side, look at that flower. And then I have more growing down here, guys. Off of this one plant, we are going to have an abundance of squash. Now, it grows starburst squash, and I'll put the name up on the screen if you're interested in that. I believe I got the seed from Berlin Seeds. And then in this raised bed, I have 3 cayenne peppers growing in the back, 2 sweet heat peppers growing in the center, and then 2 purple basil and 1 sweet basil. This over here, this is a curled parsley plant that is from last year. She stayed green the whole year, the absolute whole year, even in wintertime, she stayed green. Over here in the corner, I have a pickling tomato plant growing up the trellis, and then I have more sugar snap peas. Let me introduce you to Charlie. Charlie is a 10-year-old Cocker Spaniel, and he is the reason why I have this fencing around my strawberry plant, because he likes to nibble on my strawberry plants. This is the easiest solution that I had to keep him out, for those of you that have asked. Take a look at this broccoli head right here. Now, I was going to wait until tomorrow to harvest this, but we're expecting rain tonight, and this is already feeling, it's tight, but they're also a little loose. So we're going to go ahead and harvest this broccoli head right here. It's time to let it go.
When harvesting broccoli, you want to make sure that you have a knife, any knife, and a good set of gardening shears. Now, when you cut your broccoli, please make sure that you're cutting at an angle. Do not cut straight across, because you don't want water to pool on the top of that plant and cause rot. So please cut it at an angle when you are harvesting broccoli. And here is my broccolini.
And then we have Brussels sprouts right here in the front. If we zoom in, actually do have some Brussels sprouts that are growing along this plant. So she is doing well. This is my kale, collard, and cabbage raised beds that I actually planted out with you. I'll leave that video linked below as well if you want to go back and check that out. Take a look at my cabbage head. She's nice and firm, and I have 2 of them. Now this is new. I haven't showed you this yet, but these are Covington sweet potatoes that I'm growing in 10-gallon grow bags, and I place them next to this trellis because as the vines grow, I'm going to weave them in and out of this trellis so that they are not on the ground. I did not grow that from seed. I actually got the sweet potato plants from Lowe's. These are new as well. So over here I have some cantaloupe growing in 10-gallon grow bags, and I also put some petunias in here just to attract the bees over in this area, and they will be growing up this trellis. Take a look at how I have this one growing here. So they will be growing up the trellis. I will definitely bring you along on that process. This is the blueberry plant that I planted out with you as well. Thank you so much for joining me for today. This is everything that I have in my June garden tour. If you have any questions, leave them below, and also put below what you're growing in your garden this year. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post a video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Let's get growing, guys. Bye.